flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies on that dinner.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Miami.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. I can't believe they even let you play. Whoa.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some room to work. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. John Jenkins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Caught by Cobb. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. 2 his throws taken in by Waddle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the running game with Mostert. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin 1st. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Rodgers now on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Rodgers again now. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have retaken a third quarter lead. It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Able to slither by. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 215 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Mostert is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So these two teams matching each other score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 75 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. Then he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
It's a run with Mostert, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those...
It forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything. But not.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.